यूनी वीज़ा कंसल्टेंट्स डील करता है हर देश ਦੇ ਸਟੱਡੀ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਸਿਰਫ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ, ਜਦੋਂ ਸਟੱਡੀ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਵੀ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟਸ ਦੀ ਹੈਲਪ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਜੇਕਰ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟ ਨੇ ਅਕੋਮੋਡੇਸ਼ਨ ਲੈਣੀ ਹੈ, ਕੋਰਸ ਰਜਿਸਟਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸਟੱਡੀ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਵਰਕ ਪਰਮਿਟ ਜਾਂ PR ਅਪਲਾਈ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ। यूनी वीज़ा कंसल्टेंट्स इस तो बिना टूरिस्ट वीज़ा एंड बिजनेस वीज़ा विच भी डील करता है। यूनी वीज़ा कंसल्टेंट्स दियां इंडिया, आस्ट्रेलिया, कैनेडा ਅਤੇ UK ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬ੍ਰਾਂਚਸ ਹਨ। ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਵਿੱਚ 3 ਬ੍ਰਾਂਚਸ ਹਨ ਜੋ ਕਿ ਬਠਿੰਡਾ, ਮੋਹਾਲੀ ਅਤੇ ਸੰਗਰੂਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੋਕੇਟਡ ਹਨ। ਸੋ ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਕੰਟਰੀ ਦੇ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਸੰਬੰਧੀ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਗਏ ਨੰਬਰਸ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ।
Hello everyone. We know that elections are very close, council elections are very close, and almost every candidate is out there to help the community to introduce themselves. And we have Brijal Parikh here from Cardinia Shire and from Central Ward of Cardinia Shire. He's here to give us few hints, I would say, that why he's standing in the election, why he's a member of the community, why he wants to be a spokesperson. When I'm talking about a spokesperson, the main, according to me, that's my thinking, that the person who should be standing in the election should be the one who can actually be a spokesperson for the whole community, who can stand for the whole community, and who can listen to the problems. So welcome, Brijal, and first of all, I just want to say very best of luck for you for your council elections now, and I hope you will win these elections.
Thank you, Gaganji, for the opportunity and the time today, for taking your time out and having me on this interview panel. So I'm very thankful to you guys.
Brijal, start from the start. Can you start first of all introduce yourself a little to those people? I know most of the people, they know you very well, but only to little percentage, if you can introduce yourself to them as well.
Thank you, Gaganji, and thank you for the kind words you have said that about for my introduction. A little bit more to I will add to that. Yes, it's a very challenging time right now, and the best way to introduce myself is that I have been a volunteer since 2003. I started off my volunteering career at RMIT University, where I was a student, and then my journey started, and it was moving smoothly around till the time I came down to Cardinia in 2009. And since then, I have been volunteering in Cardinia with various organizations, whether it's a local organization or multicultural association or organizations. So a bit about me, like I have been residing in Cardinia for almost 11 years, and I have participated in various events that takes place in the Cardinia, and some of them that I would like to name, and the most important would be that I'm a volunteer with CFA, Lakeside Residents Group, Yakabu. In fact, there are so many I can't even remember sometimes the names of those ones to say. But yeah, Pakenham Rotary Club, I have recently joined and been volunteer with them. Then I have also been part of the cricket and the football club out here, coaching the young generation, as well as I have worked with We Care Victoria. Those are the major organizations, and I've also started working in promoting Pakenham Arts Show, as well as I think those are the major ones that I would like to highlight, which are there. But there are also other multicultural organizations which I am part of it. I'm either on the committee or as a volunteer with them.
So you are almost everywhere.
Oh
the
yeah, you can
Gardenia
say
Shire.
that way too. It's actually an honor and a privilege to be part of all these organizations, because all these organizations, they are actually dedicated to provide and assist the community. And my experience through these organizations have been massive in how I can help the community out.
Brijal, if I'm not wrong, that you have received few awards as well for your volunteership. So am I right?
Yes, I have. Yeah, it's an honor. Like, our hard work of voluntary has been recognized by the premier, as well as by the federal minister out here, as well as by the state minister from here. So it's an honor to be awarded by those people. I've got few other appreciation certificates from other organizations too, for my hard work and contributing towards volunteering and taking care of the community.
That's so good, Brijal. Now, Brijal, because we have a very short time, just want to know that now, because you were for so long, you were actually participating in different events. So suddenly you have decided to be a part of this council elections. So what are your main objectives in that?
So, as Gaganji, it's a very good question. The What we have observed while working with this all community organizations was that there have been a lot of issues that have been neglected by the uh, I would not say by the council, but is it just the time frame or matter of funding availability? But they have been neglected, and the community, as I have been working in so many organizations, they have found me very approachable. So they have come and discussed the issues that they would like to get addressed. So over the last couple of months, I was addressing few of them, and I realized that the best way to get things done is by presenting themselves in the council. So I want to be their leader, their strong voice, and I want to advocate for the communities and deal with the issues, and see how I can get them resolved ASAP.
So when you're talking about that, you want to be a voice of those people. If I'm just maybe this could be a wrong question, but then I just still want to know when we are talking about the voice of community, are we talking about multicultural community or just one community here?
To me, all Australians are my community. So whether they are multicultural, local, or not, does not make a difference to me. When I say community, means any member of community residing in Cardinia Shire. I want to be their voice. And that's also, like, as I've said to you, like, I have not only worked with local organization, but I've also worked with multicultural organization. And the reason for me to do this is because I totally promote social inclusion, as well as I want to say to that first we are all Australians, then we are from the country where we come from. So I will represent every Australian.
When you're saying that you will represent every Australian, so what type of communities you think that actually are as a minority, I can say that they're lagging behind, they need your support.
So there are a lot of communities that have migrated from Sudanese communities. Then you have Afghan community, African community. You can take India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. So, South Asian communities. Even the Chinese. I'll be representing all the people. I don't distinguish where they are from, how and what they are. To me, they are all one, and we will represent all in one.
So that's really, I think, if I'm talking about community, I think everyone would love to hear this answer, because when you're representing the community, they want someone to represent them, not their community.
That's right.
So if I'll just say that at the start you mentioned that you are standing, you are representing the central ward. So
Yes.
my question here is that all these works which you are thinking and all these communities which you are thinking, are you just going to represent the center ward, or you are going to represent the whole council here? If I'm talking about the Cardinia Shire here.
Again, that's a very good question, and I have been asked this question multiple time on Facebook by a lot of people, what I stand for, or whether I'll be only supporting one ward. So let me tell you, I moved in 2009 to Cardinia, and I moved because this was one of the best place that I felt I can call as home. So when I came down here, there was no ward. Ward has just been recently introduced by the new boundaries created by VEC. So for me, when I'm representing, I will represent the entire Cardinia Shire, just not Central Ward. Yes, if I get through to Central Ward, my duty would be to make sure that the Central Ward is the best and number one, but that does not mean that I will ignore the other wards. I will support, work with other councillors that are elected to make sure that project, even that ward, is as good as Central Ward.
Very good answer, Brijal. So, Brijal, you have already mentioned that you're working with all different communities and all different community members are actually approaching you because
Yes.
they feel comfortable with you. So, if I'm just talking about the issues, because I know every different person, they have their own, problems, they have their own priorities. What, according to you, are main issues which you bring, which you want to bring in front of the council once you win this council elections, or you want to help your community in that way?
Gaganji, thank you for this question. Look, it's a very important question. And what I believe is that there are many issues that I need to address. But the first and the foremost important thing I would be working is to make the community feel safe. What has happened recently is like the feedback that I have got from community members is that the community, they are not feeling safe in our council. So I will work with local authorities and communities and have a strong focus on community safety. But as I said, that there are a lot of other issues that are also there. So I'll be working on also new local infrastructure projects, and we'll try to minimize the blowout on the budgets if there is any, or will actually deliver the projects within the budget. Also, in addition, right now the most important thing for me is also to focus on mental health and community well-being. So there will be projects that I would be able to work with various supporting organizations to see how we can improve the mental health as well as community well-being. Also, I would like to advise you that I would be working to and focusing myself on COVID-19 recovery and strategic plan.
Nobody actually have answered me that one, the COVID-19, because that's actually the main focus at the moment. But before that, when you started that you want to focus on safety. I just want to ask that what exactly in your mind is when we are talking about community safety, what kind of safety are we talking about? Are we just talking about the roads and all this, yeah, or any other type of safety,
So
you have in
there
your
are,
mind?
yeah, that's a very good and interesting question. Safety is a very wide topic. It could be like if you are in a park and some, people aren't feeling safe because dogs are on leash or unleash. So, for example, I can tell you my son is now afraid of dogs because he's been bitten by a dog. So, as soon as he sees a dog on which is not on leash, he runs away from that. So, that's clearly telling me he's not feeling safe in that environment. So, I would be looking at the laws where there are actually council laws, but what is happening? People are breaching that laws and community members not following that law. So, we would like to educate the community on the laws, what they can do in a park area. This is just an example I'm saying. Then there are other places where in the night the lightning is not that good. So we can work with the council members to see that hotspots where there is a real concern, and we can get a better lighting so people feel safe walking around.
Yeah, that's really a great answer, Brijal, because when we are talking about safety, a lot of other things, other issues comes in mind.
Yeah.
Because not only in Cardinia Shire, I think every single council they are looking into this, and people are actually wanting the answers. They're looking for the answers where we can actually say that we are safe as we
Yeah.
used to be here. Brijal, after safety, you have mentioned about COVID-19 because no one else has mentioned so far. So if we are talking about COVID-19 plans, I know the government is making their own plans. Everyone is making their own plans. What, according to you, should be the plan and what you are thinking in your mind when you are saying that you will help people now or you will bring some strategies here?
Gaganji, it's a very good question. And as I've mentioned, that we need to look at COVID-19 recovery and strategy planning. The reason being why I have put this on my vision or objective is since November last year, we have been going through a lot of issues. We started off with bushfires, then we had before that we had droughts, and then we had this pandemic come through. So what my idea or what my vision is that I will start consultation with the community members, the residents, especially the small businesses, to see what we can do to support them. This is the time we need to stand by them, and we need to provide them all the support that they need, not only from the federal or the state, but also from the local council. So I will be in touch or have constant consultation with them to see what they need from us, and if it's within our responsibility and if it's within our capability, we would like to help them out. The reason is also that if we have small business running, that means a lot of local jobs can be created, and it indirectly also helps our community that they don't have to travel far for jobs if there are local jobs for them. It's actually, this is not just the council issue. It's, I think, more federal, state, and other local authorities also needs to get involved. And I am pretty confident that I will be able to lead these conversations with them and see what we can do for our community.
Really, really great answer, Brijal, because I agree with you that we all need to work together, but if we can start from the bottom, we can actually address to the federal government as well that what community issues are. And I at the end, because we have a limited time here, at the end, I can just say all the best wishes from all of us, Brijal, and the issues you have brought, especially with COVID-19. I'm sure that you'll be able to give some relief to your members or to your community as well.
Yep, yep.
So thank you so much for your time, Brijal, and hopefully we'll see you again before these elections, and hopefully we will get more answers from you.
Thank you very much, Gaganji, and the team Apna Friends channel for giving me an opportunity again to speak with you guys. I love watching your channel too. So thank you very much, and all the best to you.
ਸਾਡੀ ਇੰਪਲੋਇਮੈਂਟ ਏਜੰਸੀ 360 ਆਵਰਸ ਤੇ ਜੌਬ ਰੈਡੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਲੱਭਣ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਹਾਇਤਾ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਜਿੰਨਾ ਵੀ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਟੱਡੀ ਖਤਮ ਕਰ ਲਈ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲੇ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੰਟੈਕਟ ਕਰਨ।
ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟਸ ਤੇ ਇੰਪਲੋਇਰ ਦੇ ਵਿਚਾਲੇ 360 ਆਵਰਸ ਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਜੌਬ ਰੈਡੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਦਿੱਕਤਾਂ ਦਾ ਸਾਹਮਣਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈ ਰਿਹਾ, ਕਾਫੀ ਡਿਸਪਿਊਟ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਸੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਰੋਕਣ ਲਈ ਸਾਡੀ ਇੱਕੋ ਇੱਕ ਆਸਟ੍ਰੇਲੀਆ ਦੀ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਕੰਪਨੀ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੋਵਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿਚਾਲੇ ਬ੍ਰਿਜ ਦੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੀ ਆ।
ਹੁਣੇ ਆਸਟ੍ਰੇਲੀਅਨ ਗਵਰਨਮੈਂਟ ਨੇ ਨਵਾਂ ਵੀਜ਼ਾ ਇੰਟਰੋਡਿਊਸ ਕੀਤਾ 491। ਸਾਡੀ ਕੰਪਨੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਵੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੀ ਸਟੂਡੈਂਟਸ ਨੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਸਟੇਟ ਸਪਾਂਸਰ ਪਾਉਣੀ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਕੰਟਰੀ ਸਾਈਡ ਜਾਣਾ ਆ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਉਹਦੀ ਫੀਲਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੋ ਕਿ 12 ਮੰਥ ਦੀ ਕੰਟਰੈਕਟ ਜੌਬ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਲੱਭ ਕੇ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ।